Hi, Adrian here from White Hat Automation. Now we're going to use a combination of the tips method and Spinachief's new tips plugin to make huge quantities of articles that are 100% unique and 100% human readable. You're about to see all of your unique content issues disappear. If you don't know what the tips method is, it revolves around articles that are simply a list of tips. For example, 10 top tips to lose weight. I'm sure you've seen that sort of article before. But the important factor about this type of article is that each paragraph, each tip, makes sense on its own. It doesn't need the rest of the article to make full sense. So, if you have a bunch of these tips, you can mix any amount of them together and in any order to get a completely new article, which of course reads very well because it's simply a list of tips. So where does the new Spinachief plugin come into play with this method? Well, you can add your own tips paragraphs, spin them into Spintax and save them. When you have a good amount of these paragraphs, you can spin yourself any number of unique human-readable articles whenever you want. So let's have a look at how this works. I've got Spinachief open and we're going to go into add-ons here and create a new tips article. So that would be the first paragraph there. So you would type your first tip in. There you are, it's a very good tip. Always advisable to look before you cross the road. If you don't, something very nasty might happen. But the thing is, you can add more tips by just clicking New Tip, New Tab, just like that. And there's a new tab, and you type another tip into there. And you can also remove the tab that you're on by clicking the Remove button. That's very simple and very easy. Now, you don't want to spend the next 6 months typing out a load of tips, do you? That's the last thing you want to do. That's where Spinachief's scrape function comes in, because we're going to get the tips for you. We're going to go to the main article directories such as eZine, etc., scrape some tips articles and put them straight into a bunch of tips paragraphs for you. So let's have a look and see how this works. Go into the scrape dialog there. Now I've got the pro version, so I need to type the word tips first. If you've only got the tips plugin, don't type tips. There's no need to. It's hard-coded into that version. So now you put your keyword in. Let's have... everybody wants to lose weight fast, don't they? Let's go to eZine for that. I'm going to get 10 articles. I won't need them, but we'll get 10. And then all I have to do is click Get Articles here. Now Spinachief goes off to eZine and gets articles based on these keywords. And you can see already the type of articles it's bringing back. Look, quick weight loss tips, 12 ways to see results fast. How to lose weight in a week, drop 3 pounds fast and easy. Let's have a look at the 12 ways. That's pretty good, isn't it? Look, that's the article there. Lots of tips there. So we just, this button at the bottom, tip send, just hit that. And now I'll drop it down to the taskbar, and you can see that Spinachief has put all of those tips into a paragraph each. So now what we do is keep the ones that we want and delete the ones that we don't. But we're looking for tips that are self-contained, that make sense on their own. So I'll just remove that one that I typed in earlier. Are you tired of slow weight loss? Read on. No, that's not a tip, so let's remove it. Follow the new, you will see results. Follow it exactly as written, no cheating. That's not really a tip, is it? Don't graze. Calories add up fast. Plan your meals and snacks. Now, that is a good tip, so we'll keep that. What about this one? Keep a chart of some kind. Now, that's a good tip. We'll keep that. So you see how this works? Just keep the ones that are tips, the ones that make sense on their own, and delete the ones you don't want. Amp up your workouts for this. I don't know what that means, so let's get rid of it. Because it's very easy just to delete and get some more. Don't forget, we've got 10 articles to go at. So you're very quickly going to get a lot of tips paragraphs that you can just spin and mix it up and make new articles with. Now, what you need to do now is spin these. If you want this to be truly unique when you spin these articles, you're going to have to put some synonyms in for these words. And of course, Spinachief's got a huge thesaurus, and all you have to do is identify synonyms. And you can see Spinachief's got synonyms for pretty much all of these words. You just add them. Calories add up fast. Let's try that. Calories increase. There we are. Mount up fast. And you just need to put it into Spintax like that. I'm sure you've seen that before. Spinachief will choose one of these words and will insert your synonyms when it spins the article. This is what's going to make your new articles truly unique. So we can save that. Once you've done a paragraph, you've got it forever, because all you've got to do is save it. And you do it in this dialog here. Look, save current tips article, or you can close. But what I'm going to do is open one that I created earlier. So I'm going to open tips article. Just asking me if I'm sure about this, because it's going to close the one that we're doing without saving it. So I'll click OK to that. And there's one I did earlier. You can see it's all spun. There's 18 paragraphs there. It only took me a few minutes to do these paragraphs. That I haven't done them very well, to be honest, but I just want you to show you how this fantastic software works. So we've got the paragraphs now. All we need to do is create our articles. You need to go in the spin dialog here. Article amount, let's have 10 of those. You need this. It's always best to check this one. Don't use the original word. If you don't use the original word, you've got a much better chance of having a unique end product, because you're not using the original word, so there's not going to be a match, is there, with anything that's published. You want this new Spin to Tips article addition to this dialog checked here, Spin to Tips, and all you have to do now is spin. So let's spin it, and we can see down here, generating new articles 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. So there's 10 new articles, and they all consist of random paragraphs, 5 to 7 paragraphs, which is what I chose in the spin dialog, and they're all unique. How do I know they're all unique? Well, because I'm going to check, because I've got the pro version here, I'm going to check all the articles. So I'm going to check all 10 articles at once, and it's going to go to Copyscape and check them. Now, while it's doing that, I just want to bring your attention to this. Calculate similarity among spun articles. Spinachief is the only software that has this function. Once you've spun multiple articles from one article, you need to check, you want to be able to check that they're unique from each other before you publish. You can do this with any articles that you spin, not just tip articles, and it's free. It's part of the free version of Spinachief. It's incredibly powerful, and as I said, no other software can do this. That's Spinachief's result of visiting Copyscape. Congratulations, there's no reduplicate content from Copyscape. Absolutely none whatsoever. That means all 10 articles are 100% unique, and they all read well. They're all human readable, because I took the time to manually spin them. How about that? And I'm going to show you now exactly how this function works with the articles that we've just spun. We're going to calculate the similarity by hitting this button. Now, normally, when this similarity, look, we've compared Article 1 with Article 2, and it's 20% similar. Normally, if you hit 50% or less for similarity of spun articles, it's going to be unique in Copyscape, 100%, most of the time as a guide. But you can see these similarity percentages are very, very low. They are nowhere near 50%. Look, Article 2 and Article 7 only have a 16% similarity. So what this is telling you is that these articles are all unique from each other, almost 100% unique from each other. Believe me, when it says 20% similar, that means there's hardly anything at all that's the same, that's even vaguely or remotely similar between the two articles. So this demonstrates how powerful this new tips article creating plugin is. It's amazing. And you now, once you've got a few paragraphs, a few tips paragraphs saved, you will be able to permanently create brand new articles at will, just by clicking your button and spinning some articles, and they'll all be 100% unique. They'll all be 100% human readable. It's got to be the most powerful piece of software going on the internet at the moment. This is what everybody wants, unique content. This is what you want, and it's ridiculously cheap. How is it possible to have such a brilliant piece of software for such a low price? Well, it's not going to stay at a low price, so stop watching this video and go and buy the plugin. Thank you for listening. I'm Adrian. If you've got any queries, as ever, send them to support@spinachief.com. Thank you very much. See you later.